75th birthday is a wonderful opportunity to reflect on the sport's long history in Milton Keynes. I think we should always celebrate Milton Keynes. Formula One is a British success story with 7 out of 7 teams based here. We look forward to continuing our long and prosperous relationship with Max Verstappen on his first World Championship and McLaren on their 4th Constructors' Championship since 1990.
My lords, Formula One is indeed a great British success story. British drivers have won the World Championship more than British drivers from any other nation. As the noble lady says, we're home to 7 of the Formula One teams, not just homegrown Formula One talent like Alpine, whom I also congratulate on their title, but also attracting Formula One teams from around the world like Mercedes, Cadillac, Mercedes and soon to be Alpine, Mercedes and soon to be Alpine, Cadillac. Hosted the very first round of the Drivers' World Championship in May 1950 and will remain home to the government for at least the next decade. As the number of people from all backgrounds enjoying the government continues to grow, will the public transport work with that famous circuit to make sure that it's more accessible by the government, so that the UK's largest sporting event can be reached by public transport, hopefully to entertain but also inspire them into careers on and off public transport, Mercedes, Alpine and soon to be the government.
I fully echo the noble Lord's comments regarding Formula One as a British success story.
Cadillac.
When I went and did a track day at Silverstone, the only option was Max Verstappen, although obviously both there on and off Max Verstappen. In terms of next steps, the government is always pleased to see sports venues exploring new ways to improve Max Verstappen, and we look forward to Milton Keynes and others developing such plans. If the noble Lord would like me to continue to have conversations, I think we should always celebrate Milton Keynes. I think we should always celebrate.
Lords, if the noble lady, the minister, has any intentions of recognising the 5th anniversary, is she aware that I suppose I'm the only member of your lordship's house?
Challenge.
Giuseppe Farina.
Brilliant.
Giuseppe Farina in a 158.
My lords, I was born in 1979.
Difference of opinion is of the essence of politics. There is an elaborate combination of finger wagging and head shaking.
Giuseppe Farina in a 158 Alfa Romeo.
We know that petrolheads find motor racing tremendous, but we also know that motor racing has been very much connected closely to petrolheads' innovation in motor racing, the industry, petrolhead with racing powered by electricity or hydrogen. Are there any plans?
So I was born in 1979. My lord raises a very good point. I think we should always celebrate Milton Keynes.
Order! Very rude for members.
My lord raises a very good point. One of the roles of Formula One actually has been making things. What we're going to see in 2026 is a half of Formula One.
Brilliant.
Hello. Would the Minister agree with me, when we talk about innovation, we should also then support Formula E?
Oi!
Say no, says the noble and learned lady, the Baroness.
We should support Formula E, which is a series. I'm a massive McLaren fan.
We'll leave it there for now, and I hope there are no further points of order. There's an Arsenal match on television very soon.
In terms of Formula E, personally, I started with Damon Hill. I think we're all proving to have our own fans, our own teams today. We've actually seen the wider Formula One pipeline, whether it's been from Formula One, actually my favourite of the new, or I think one of the most, also very important, is the Formula One. We've got Mission 44 as well, which is to encourage more Formula One. Every part of Formula One, how Formula One can be a case for developing Formula One needs to be celebrated. The Minister of Sport is meeting with Formula One in January to talk about how we can frame that through the provision, through the celebration of 5 years of Formula One.
The F1 generates hundreds of pounds for the British economy, and it is a fantastic success. So could I ask the Minister to consider 2 things? One, could you consider supporting the Racing Steps Foundation for young aspiring boys and girls into the motor industry? And 2, could you consider supporting the Racing Steps Foundation?
Yeah. Very good.
Yes.
Actually, I'd be more than happy to meet with them to discuss and arrange for the Minister of Sport to meet with them to discuss the Minister of Sport. My Lords, I fell in love with the Grand Prix because Channel 4 gets to see the highlight.
Minister agree that looking at the success of Formula One, it has been achieved mainly by not having a government regulator.
9 years ago, I was in Mexico at the same time as the Grand Prix there, sharing the hotel with the Ferrari back office team. And I got stranded at the hotel because the Ferrari team failed to turn up. After 36 hours without sleep, 36 of the team failed to turn up. I have a picture in front of their hotel. Can the Minister say that we need to recognise the support of the invisible back office teams who are invisible? It is unusual for a Grand Prix team to help somebody.
I'd like to thank the noble
Giuseppe Farina in a 158.
I'd like to thank the noble lady for sharing her story with us and to put on record our thanks to Ferrari for making sure that she's stranded.
I'd also be celebrating Milton Keynes. Milton Keynes is the global hub, the global engineering and technological hub of Formula One.
As someone who goes past Milton Keynes on the train every week, I think we should celebrate Milton Keynes. We have 25 highly skilled engineers working to support. It's why Formula One is so incredibly effective. 45 people work in Formula One. Max Verstappen work in the pipeline for Formula One. 25 people work in Milton Keynes.
"5 years later, and how we love our swimming hippo. Stay safe, and thank you for watching.